Willie D Live.
What's up, family? About 20 activists took over a police update Thursday in Madison, Wisconsin, furious after officers fatally shot a homeless man. One activist took the microphone from Chief John Patterson, arguing he was attempting to defend the officers as usual. Videos online captured 4 officers, 4, struggling with 38-year-old Corey Ruiz in the middle of the street. Per the police department, Corey stabbed one officer. Another officer tased him. Another officer kicked him as another one opened fire, shooting him several times at point-blank range. Now, I'm going to show you guys that video, and then I'm going to show you a very interesting contrast to that video. But first, let's check out the hijacking. Yeah.
In the city right now did not start.
No, we can shut this down. You can stop talking because we don't want to hear anything you've been saying. You're going to say the same thing you all say every time a black body gets shot down in this city. We don't want any of that talk. You've given us this speech with "you'll deliver justice." Oh, we've seen the cameras. We've seen it was a knife in this young man's hand. We don't want to hear that today. We didn't want to hear it when they put their neck on George Floyd's neck. We don't their foot on George Floyd's neck, and we don't want to hear it today. What do you have to say about that? No. Oh, you don't get to talk, I said.
Right.
Go ahead.
Enough is enough.
I'll step aside.
That's right. Give me this microphone then. Excuse me. That's right. My name is Carlos Dixon. I represent APTAP, all power to all people, zero power to Zionists, zero power to capitalists, zero power to colonialism. What you are doing right now in this city is continuing the disgusting nature of colonialism, the disgusting nature of imperialism. Look up the definition of imperialism. It's all within the policies, which means when these police officers come down on the street and they decide that they want to take the life of another brown body, there is no oversight for that. That's imperialism, ladies and gentlemen. This man signed up to be an enforcer of imperialism. Is there anybody else want to say anything? It doesn't matter what. Okay, the people want to talk. Come up here. The people want to talk. The people want to talk. Come up here. This is our press conference. And I put my lips all over this microphone.
I would like to hear what the police chief has to finish saying. And I want you to also be a part of that conversation because this is an opportunity for us to have a conversation.
So what you're doing is you coddling up to imperialism, brother? There will be no coddling to imperialism. If you don't have a question about what kind of charges are going to be brought by so you are coddling to imperialism. I don't stand for that. I'm fundamentally rejected, brother. You can get on. If you got some questions about what's going to happen to these pigs that killed that young man because he appeared to be homeless, then let us know. Will there be charges? So that sounds like a song. There will be no investigation.
I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. First up, straight out the gate, salute to that brother who stood on business and the other people that was with him. Family. So you trying to coddle up to imperialism, brother? Yeah. It's always one, huh? That's why they keep them around. They keep them around to calm us down. The way that they used to use pastors to calm the black community down. You know, they'll do something really egregious to people in the black community, something really atrocious. And then they go to the pastor and say, hey, black people get all riled up and stuff. And then he said, hey, go to the pastor, calm them down, calm them down, calm them down. And the pastor come in and calm them down and say, let God take care. Let us pray. Let us pray. Let God take care. Meanwhile, these uncivilized mutts are on a rampage. They continue their rampage. And that's what that brother was talking about. That uncivilized mutt know that he's just talking. That's just following protocol. When they kill us unjustly, they come in and they say, oh, we're investigating. And then they find out, oh, after investigating ourselves, we found out we did nothing wrong. That's the same old speech, the same old story. The officers followed protocol at this time. We have no reason to believe that the officers did not follow company or department policy. It's the same old speech over and over and over and over again. That is because they're protected by the system. The system wants those type of police officers. The system approves of those type of killings, you see. It makes no sense to us. We can't believe that a system that we pay our taxes to, and we can't even believe that human beings would be, are like this. We can't believe that there's a whole system set up to target and maim and undermine and subjugate and destroy us. We can't even believe that. We can't believe that people would think like that. We can't believe that there's people that wake up every day thinking about us like that. We can't believe that because we don't wake up thinking about them like that, right? We can't believe that. But that's what's happening all across America. Yeah. Now I want to show you this video of the shooting. But first, I want you to see a video that shows you that the police, if they decided to, could easily de-escalate these type of situations, but they choose not to. Watch this. This white dude is beating on the police, chasing his ass and everything. Come here, bring your ass back here. Come on, get your mother. And look how they just roll in, just hit him with the taser, and just, but now look at this. Look how this happens. They got 4 of them. They got him, fam. They got him. They got him down. Look at him. He down. He's motionless. And then they started popping him. They started popping him, fam. They had him. It's 4 of them. 4 of them against one helpless man. Even if he wasn't helpless at that time, even if he wasn't helpless when it started, he was helpless by the time they started shooting. And they just murdered. They straight up executed him. This is not happening by happenstance. This is design, fam. These uncivilized mutts get paid to do this. That's why oftentimes when they get involved in these type of situations, they get promoted. They don't get demoted. They don't get fired. They get demoted. Good job. You notice how they come check on each other after a killing? They always, hey, did a good job, good work, good job. You know what I'm saying? You okay? You okay? Hey man, just take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Just take it easy. Then they have somebody to call them, say, hey, look, this is the protocol. Look, you're going to lay low for a minute. We're not going to release your name. We're going to lay low. Do you know if that guy had any priors? He got priors? Okay, we're going to put that out there. We're going to make sure we put that out there just so people can think. We can put the doubt in their head that maybe this guy didn't deserve to live because he had prior convictions, so maybe he didn't deserve to live, right? So let's put that out there, muddy the waters. We're going to talk about all of the good things that you've done. You're going to take it easy for a few. You're going to have paid leave. And then we're going to act like we're investigating, and we're going to take it to a grand jury to see if the grand jury want to file charges, recommend indictment. And, you're not going to get indicted. But even if you do, at the end, you'll win no matter what, because the system, we built the system around protecting you and allowing you to kill the blacks whenever you feel like it. This is what we do. You dig what I'm saying? That's how I go, fam. I know some of y'all out there can't believe it. Some of y'all out there are disgusted with what I'm saying, but that's only because it does not negatively affect you. It does not impact you 1 ounce. I want you now to pay attention to the mother. It's the mother of Corey Ruiz.
Hi, my name is Elsa Ruiz. My son was Corey Ruiz. My son was an exceptional guy. He was my love. He loved his daughter. He loved his family. He did not deserve to be taken out like that. They took my baby from me. I never thought I would have to bury my baby before you buried me. And I would never.
Justice for Corey. Justice for Corey. Justice for Corey. Justice for Corey. Justice for Corey.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
Y'all, this is extremely emotional. Extremely emotional. Thank you so much, Ms. Elsa.
And before I go on, let me just say this, fam. And I'm going to play what the daughter said in a moment. But let me salute Ben Crump. Ben Crump get a lot of pushback from people from both sides, but mostly from, the side that love this imperialism thing, Ben Crump is the guy who's typically is going to bring attention to the case. He's going to make people aware of the case. And if there's an opportunity for the family to be financially compensated for their loss, their pain, their grief, then he is going to make sure that that family receives some type of financial aid. That's what he do. That is his primary job, is to get justice, is to get financial justice. That is his primary job. So when people criticize Ben Crump, what are you criticizing? He's doing his job. What are you criticizing? He can't do everything. But one thing that I have noticed, especially lately, that he has been going above and beyond the call of duty to help assemble legal teams to help Black people who have been wrongly convicted fight back. He helped to assemble legal teams to help investigate and find answers to some of these mysterious crimes and cases involving Black people that are suspected of being killed by white people, or the police, who just almost exclusively are white, right? White people, the ones who love me, I love y'all for real. I love you back. But the rest of you uncivilized mutts, I ain't got nothing for you but some pain. I can't stand you. I can't stand nothing about you. It's something devilish about you. It's something tainted in that blood. It's something in your bloodline that's tainted. It's poisoned. It's an evil spirit, a demonic spirit that will make you take a human being's life like that. It's something wrong with you deep. It's deeply disturbing. And you pass that degenerative cell, that DNA, down to the next ones. At one point, I used to think that, oh man, after these 1960s civil rights opponents, after these uncivilized must go, America's gonna get better because we're having newer generation of younger white kids who ain't playing that game that their ancestors played, that their grandmothers and granddaddies and mamas and dad. No, they on a different time. these kids, this is the hip hop generation of white kids, right? They're more open-minded, and so we're doing better. We're gonna do better. Then all of a sudden, here come Trump. Whoo! And it opened all the way up again. It's like Trump came in there and said, like, get the damn bandages off these wounds. And just boom, it's everywhere. It's like he emboldened them. And they ain't trying to hide. They ain't even trying to hide it no more. And that's fine, because we need to know what we're up against. We really need to know what we're up against. But to absolutely just murder that man like that, like, look, fam, the only way I'd do something like that, if somebody then did something dirty to me, that want that, they trying to take me out, or they did something to my babies or something, you know, my family, my people. Other than that, I'm not finna kill a man because he's simply resisting arrest. And I know some of y'all say, wait, what do you mean simply resist? You're not supposed to resist arrest. You don't know what you'll do until you put in those same circumstances. But in any event, the man is down. Even if he resisted at first, at one point, they got him. It's 4 of them. You mean the 4 of us, we can't make an arrest on this man without taking his life? 4 of us? I actually would feel like a sucker. First of all, I think I can handle anybody by myself already. But you're going to give me 3 other dudes and we got one. I don't give a damn if it's Shaquille O'Neal. I don't care if it's the biggest man in the world. Put me and 4 more men in uniform, we going to get his ass. We going to take him down. We taking him down. And we ain't got to kill him. We ain't got to take this man's life, and we don't have to put his family through that type of trauma and pain. We don't have to take away a father from a daughter, a son from a mother. We ain't got to do that. We ain't got to take away a brother from a sister, a brother from another brother, a friend from a friend. We don't have to do that. We don't have to cause that kind of pain in our community. We don't have to do that. That's why I say it's something recessive about them genes that makes them the way that they are. This is Corey's daughter, and she spoke, man, she's sharp.
I am Corey Ruiz's daughter. Put yourself in my perspective. Imagine waking up thinking it's going to be a normal day. My day started, I looked at the time, and I had one on my phone. And then I had called my cousin. We were just talking for a little bit, then my mom called me. She called me saying that she told me something that was in when she was at the house. And I was so confused. I was like, what is she talking about? And she said that my dad has been shot. My heart was so broken, I don't even know how to put it in words. Then I asked, because, sometimes if you get shot, you might live off of that. When she told me he had been shot and dead and killed, I started crying. I didn't even know what to say. I didn't know what to do. My heart was just so broken, and it just hurt so much knowing I can't see my father anymore. People, whoever is saying, oh, but he was a criminal. So what? He had a family. He had me.
Let me just say this really quickly, fam, about the whole criminal part. These were prior cases that he had. Here's the deal. Corey is not the only person in society who has a criminal record, who don't deserve to be gunned down, right? Some of those police officers got criminal records. Some of their family members got criminal records. There are some judges and prosecutors who had criminal records or still have criminal records. It's just that they got their records expunged. Yeah, some of them entered diversion programs, meaning that, yo, look, we are going to put you in this program for 6 months or for a year or two. If you complete it, this crime that you committed will not go on your record. If you can complete it without getting into any more trouble, we'll make sure that it does not go on your record. You would be surprised how many corporate people, how many bosses out there, how many executives have committed crimes. But I bet you they won't gun them down in the streets, and I bet you they won't say, well, you know, he had a criminal record, he had a... Now, fam, that's one of the first things that they do when they kill you illegally. They throw up the criminal record because they know that'll throw off the scent. Or at least they're hoping that that throws off the scent. Just, you used to be, they would just say, oh, he did drugs. He sold drugs. And then, you know, how people felt about drug dealer. Well, you know, drug dealer, then he got killed. And, hey, I guess it's over. The investigation is over. That's the game that they play. So don't get caught up in that, because eventually they will make their way around to you and your family.
I talked to him. It was for a short period of time, and I wish it'd been longer. I wish I could see him one more time. I wish he could tell me how much he loves me one more time. He tried to do his best for me and his family. I wish he was still here, so I would never in a million years think that I would see my father on a shirt, a pin, a necklace, on social media saying he was shot and killed by a police officer.
My Lord.
How can I call you knowing you shot my father? How are you gonna have 4 policemen on one black man? On top of that, how are you gonna be scared of us if you're supposed to save us and you kill us? It makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. I just wish it had been a different way. I just wish, like, what if the police never been called? What if they just let him go? What if they de-escalated the situation? You can't sugarcoat it. You can't put a Band-Aid on it. Everybody knows there's so many protests yesterday, so many posts from different parts of Wisconsin that I know of. Yesterday, when we were at, I don't know what it's called, but when we were seeing, when we were at the visual, my friend kept texting me saying, are you okay? Please talk to me. I want to know if you're safe. I called my cousin back. She said, oh my gosh, are you okay? So put yourself in my shoes. What would you do knowing you just turned 13 last month and that you're about to go into a whole new level of school, knowing that your dad is dead? Now, when I grow up, if I ever have kids, how do I tell them? Your grandpa, when I was young, how do I tell them that he has been shot and killed by somebody we need protection for? How do I tell my little brother in the future why I don't see my dad that much anymore? Because he's dead. It makes no sense.
No sense.
I just wish I'd see him one last time. I hear his voice one last time. No one deserves this, especially not if he's a man of color.
Justice for Corey. Justice for Corey.
All right, fam, there you have it. The uncivilized must strike again. What say you? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.